Hey everybody, welcome to Super Fun Wacky Wednesdays with me, Jerry. So today we are going to sort of try and treat this one as a bit of, I don't know, truth or something like that, I guess. So these are just some experiments that I found on Pinterest, on the internet. I haven't tried them out yet, so we're going to give them a whirl. Okay, so I have 7 glasses in front of me. 4 of them I've filled with water. Numbers 1, 3, 5, and 7 are filled with water. Numbers 2, 4, and 6 I left empty. I got food coloring. I'm going to take food coloring. I'm going to give a good squirt into each one because I really want to see some color. So we have red. We have yellow. We have green. Ooh, it's really dense, isn't it? Green. How's everybody doing at home? You all good? And blue. My kids are there in the background. They're going to guess what they think is going to happen. You guys want to make a guess what you think is going to happen here? The green really looks black, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so what I did was I took paper towel, folded it in half. I took the select a size ones. So I folded that in half. I folded it in half again. Okay, the experiment on the internet, Lily, can you pass me the scissors, please? The experiment on the internet says this is called walking water. So we're going to see here now. Thank you, Lily. Okay, so I'm going to trim a little bit up. A little bit up. Lily wants to know if the water walks. This is what we're going to find out. So I'm going to take paper towel number 1. I'm going to put it in there and we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going along all the way along. We're going to see what's going to happen. All the way along.
That the paper towel is going to turn the color. All the color is going to look like a big rainbow.
All the way along. And you can see that paper towel certainly is soaking up that water, isn't it? Here we go, all the way along. I love science. Okay, so just make sure you get your paper towels down in there and let's see what happens. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, obviously this is going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to leave this set up. I'm going to get set up for our next video, but we'll come back to this one. Stay tuned. Hey folks, we are back with experiment number 2. Before we get into that experiment, let's do a quick check on our walking water. See where we are with that. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little view. Here we are. So as you can see, the empty glasses now are starting to accumulate a little bit of water in them. Fun times. Okay, so this one was called Dancing Raisins. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to work out. So all I have are raisins, and I have 7-Up, and I have Sprite. I just want to see if there's any difference in the two. So what I do is I'm going to take a few raisins, not too many, probably 8 or 9. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just to see. Okay, so I have 2 glasses. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put my raisins in each glass. Okay, we're going to add good spray. A lot of fizz to that. I have a feeling that the fizz will have some sort of an effect. I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer, angle the camera down so you guys can see what's happening here. Are we? Okay, there we go. All right. So 7-Up is going to go into this one first.
That was cool.
It works instantly. Amazing.
They're
I was kind of
floating.
figuring that this one was going to be proven untruthful, but here it goes. So, is there a difference between 7-Up and the Sprite? Let's find out. Haha, cool. I don't know if you guys can see that as well. Yeah, once the bubbles start to clear off there. So here we go. See, my raisins are dancing. This one's in my 7-Up. Sprite is a little bit slower acting here. But they are starting to move, you can see.
I think the one that you weren't just told, this one is better.
So Lily thinks that the 7-Up is moving a bit better. I wonder if there's a reason for that.
It may be because it might have more bubbles.
It might be because it has more bubbles.
Or
So
Sprite
cool.
more bubbles when you opened it.
Okay, folks. We have one more experiment to do today, and again we'll check back in on our walking water in a few minutes.
It looks.
Hey everybody, we are back with experiment number 3. This one, exploding lemons and apples. But first, let's check in on our walking water. See what we're dealing with here. Can you see that, guys? Okay, so we are getting some good movement, especially in the blue and the green. That one's really moving. The yellow seems to be the slowest moving one. I think this one's going to have to do some research to find out why some of them move faster than others. Don't worry, we'll come back to it, guys. Okay, here we go. Exploding lemons and apples. So, lemon. I took the lemon, cut the lemon in half, and I did cut a flat edge on the bottom so that the lemon would stand up as well. And I also have 2 apples. I just sort of gouged out a hole in each of the apples. If you're doing this one at home, get your parents or your guardians to help you with the actual cutting process. Okay, so for this one, lemon first. We are going to add, I'm going to bring you guys in again so you can see what I'm doing better. Okay, here we go. You see that there? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to add a few drops of food coloring. Just to spread it around a bit. Okay, a couple of drops of green, and I'm going to do the same thing with red, and you guys can choose whatever colors you want at home. Red, 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 red. I always love doing science experiments. Okay, next up, I'm just going to make some holes in the actual lemon itself. Okay. Get my food coloring down in there. Make sure I don't make too much of a mess. I'm going to take some dish liquid. Pour a little bit of dish liquid on the top there. Just a little bit. Yeah, it gives me some bubbles floating around. See it there? Boop. Okay, next I have baking soda. I'm just going to cover the top in baking soda, and you can see it starts to react already. I'm going to use the other part of my lemon because this one calls for lemon juice, so I'm just going to use the other half of my lemon, and I'm just going to squirt it right on there. Give it a good squirt. And you can see the actual reaction. So it's a great idea for this one, especially if you have a bowl to catch your excess. Now, I did put some vinegar in a little squirt bottle just to see. Oh yeah, that's a much better reaction there. You see my colors?
Pretty.
Huh? So you guys can use whatever kind of colors you want. That's pretty cool. So what happens here? It's basically the vinegar reacting with the baking soda.
Smells good too.
Smells good too, according to August. Okay, so that is my exploding lemon. Next, we have exploding apples.
You might want to take the
Stickers still on there. Okay, stickers off. Thank you, August, for that. Okay, so for this one, all we're doing is we're going to put a scoop of baking powder in each of our apples.
Why Why do you have to fill it up to the top?
Oh, it'll just give us more reaction.
Oh.
Should we add food coloring? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Okay. How about we add red food coloring to the green apple
Yeah.
and green food coloring to the red apple?
Yeah, that's what I thought you should do. Oh no.
It runs down over the side. See that? Okay. So we got red on the green. Next we have green on the red. I'm going to use my my vinegar for these. I'm just going to pour it right on the top just to get that reaction. Can you guys see that? Oh, that is science at work. I love it. So awesome. So there's my exploding green apple. The more water, the more vinegar I pour in there, the more reaction I get. Shall we try the green?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a whirl, see what happens here.
Wow.
There we have green. Now if you want to keep doing it, you just keep adding vinegar.
It looks so cute.
And you can certainly keep adding baking soda to it as you go. Whatever you would like to do. So awesome. Exploding lemons and apples. Who would have thought? Okay, folks. We are going to take a short break. We're going to come back and revisit our walking water. Stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back. So here we are. We are just checking in now with our walking water. So as you can see, we do have some movement happening in the water. So when we started, cups numbers 2, numbers 4, and number 6 had absolutely no water in them. Now we're getting a little bit of water that's accumulating in them. What do you think of this, Lily? What do you think happened?
I think that the water soaked up and then it went this way and started going into this cup.
Oh, cool. What about you, August? What do you think?
Same thing Lily said.
Same thing, yeah. Why do you think that the yellow doesn't seem to be moving as fast as the other ones?
Because the green is darker, so it's like taking more of it away from the yellow and making it go faster for the green, but slower for the yellow.
Yeah, so the green is darker, so that color would stand out more.
Like
Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do? What do you think, there, Lil?
the same thing August said. I think it's because the yellow's brighter than all the other colors.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to leave this set up here for today, and what I'll do is I'll just take a picture of it later on and I'll post it in the comments section below. If you're trying any of these experiments out, by all means, please let us know what you think. As well, if there's anything that you would like for us to try out, I've found a bunch more on Pinterest that I'd like to try. But if you find anything that you'd like for us to try out, we're trying to do all of this stuff with anything that you may have kicking around in your own homes. All right. We'll see you next time. Bye.